Righteousness means perfect obedience to the law at all times. God's righteousness and man's righteousness are connected in this way. God's righteousness is his perfect obedience to the law at all times. He's the one that gave the law. He's the lawgiver. And so God's righteousness means that his standard is always perfection. When he gave us the law, in Romans 7, it says the law is holy and righteous and good. So the expression of God's being given in the law is total righteousness. Man is not righteous in and of himself because of the fall of Adam and Eve in the garden. And since Adam was the federal head of all created people, it means that we all fell in Adam, as Paul argues in the book of Romans. So now we don't have that righteousness, and the question is, how do we gain it? And Jesus, when he died on the cross, died as the righteous Son of God. He was perfect. Peter said of him in his letter, he committed no sin, nor was any deceit found in his mouth. So when Jesus died for us on the cross, he then imputed his righteousness to us, so that Jesus' righteousness covered me and covered all believers, so that when the Father looks down from heaven, he doesn't see my stains, he sees Christ covering me like a garment. In Pilgrim's Progress, written by John Bunyan, when Christian comes to the cross and his burden falls off of his back at the cross, rolls down the hill into the grave, never to be seen again, there are what Bunyan calls three shining ones that come to the cross. And these are real angels that appear, and they give the different gifts to Christian as soon as he's become a Christian. One of them is a white robe. And the white robe in the Bible always signifies righteousness. So from now on, from the cross on to the rest of the end of the story, when Christian finally crosses the river and goes into the celestial city, he's the recipient of a robe of righteousness. So the righteousness that I have and every believer has is an imputed righteousness from Christ. It's his given over to us.